Hello everyone, how's it going? In this video, we're going to talk about what is happening with Bill Ackman's SPAC PSTH. I don't know if we should be calling it a SPAC anymore, but let's get right into it. So this news came out yesterday where Bill Ackman's PSTH is confirming talks to buy 10% of Universal Music at $4 billion. One thing to take note of, it's talking about confirming talks to buy 10%. So it hasn't bought or it hasn't done the deal yet. So it's still under communication. And if you note down to the Wall Street interview that we had with Bill Ackman a few weeks ago, he said about having this communication back from November of 2020. So it's about 6 months and the talks are still going on. And right now they probably feel that they are closing to it and hence made the public announcement in the media. But just something to look into. And looking at Bill Ackman's reputation from the past and how he has played with the market and the news media in the past, especially with regards to the COVID exposure back in March of 2020, it has to be taken with a little bit of caution to what is coming up. But again, yes, it's just talks, nothing has been solidified yet. And this particular article explains it very nicely. So what it's talking about is Bill Ackman's SPAC is going to buy 10% of the UMG, the Universal Music Group. And Universal Music Group is a very good company and growing company in terms of, it has already established and one of the biggest leading in the music business. And they're still growing, especially in the digital sales section. They have also started a podcast and along with the other music businesses. So it's a very lucrative and very nice business altogether. But UMG is already in line to get it's already supposed to be listed on the stock market later on the Euronext Amsterdam. This is going to be third quarter of 2021. So that's already in plans where UMG is going to be going to the market on its own. PSTH is only buying 10% of the stake. So it's not merging like a normal SPAC does. It's not merging PSTH with UMG. It's just buying 10% of UMG. And later on, when the transaction is done and when UMG shares are on the market, PSTH will distribute those shares to the PSTH shareholders at approximately $14.75 per rate. And at the same time, you also have the $5.25 cash per share with regards to PSTH. So PSTH will be still left. It will no longer be a SPAC at that point, but it will still have some value and will still hold PSTH and the UMG. Then there will be one transferable 5-year right per share, SPAR. SPAR is nothing but it's also kind of a SPAC, but in a different sense. But it also will have rights to look into another company later on in the future, and they have a duration of about 5 years to find a company, and if it makes sense to then look into that. So that's something which is also in the line. So and the price that the stock which is falling, I think it's difficult to understand what is happening in this particular section. How it's not a simple merge and play section where a SPAC goes in who likes the company and merges with them and brings them in the market, especially with all that talks or all that rumor that was going on with Stripe. It has put to bed all those rumors and people are not so excited about that. So that is also something to play with it. But more importantly, this particular whole section that is happening with all the PSTH, the way they are merging this, it's a bit complicated and not something which is easy to catch up with. But yeah, something very interesting to look into. With that, take care, stay safe, bye-bye.